quick overview of before the supercharger gets installed. Not very exciting looking under there. Step 1, remove the negative battery cable. It's always easier to just remove the battery cable than it is to put the fire out from under the hood. Makes life a little easier. Remove the front tires to gain access to remove the front bumper cover. Remove both inner fender wells. Remove the front bumper cover. Looks kind of mean like that, doesn't it? Just remove the ignition coil wiring harness.
Come on, man.
Ignition coil assemblies. Ignition coils removed. At this point you can remove the fuel injector harness connectors. Next step, remove the intake manifold. After removing the intake manifold, careful with the debris that may be lying underneath it. It's always best to wipe around the ports and clean things up a little bit. He's ASE certified Master Tech right there. Remove the oil pressure sending unit. Now, he can't use an oil sending unit socket. He's got to use a big ass wrench. Remove the belly shield. Pretty cool, huh? Install the new valley shield. Looks pretty good. We'll torque the belly bolts to 18 foot-pounds. Next up, remove the heater hoses. Yes, install the tensioner idler brackets. Next step, remove the radiator cooling fans. This is the fun part, drilling the Okay, crank bolt is installed to installing the heat exchanger. Pretty simple, 2 bolts on the bottom. 2 bolts on the top, and installing the water pump bracket. It's fairly easy installation on its existing studs. Let's see, it's mounting the exchanger to the unit cooler hose. Now this is installing the input cooler brackets. Make sure you torque them correctly. Good and tight. Step number 110. Install the factory O-ring intake seals onto the supercharger flanges. Install the throttle body O-ring. Acts like he knows what he's doing. Alright, getting ready to drop the supercharger assembly on top of the engine. The supercharger assembly is in place. Now, tighten the bolts up. 1/4-inch swivel socket kind of gets in there. Here we have the fuel rail nicely installed. Nice, looks good. Now you have to remove the wire loom covers for the ignition coils. It's this cover. Okay, at this step, the hoses are connected for the coolant reservoir. Grounded very nicely. Looks great. Throttle body's back on. Okay, we're working on the stock airbox configuration. We'll get that installed here shortly. And This step I'm going to install the wiring harness connector with the relay. Alright, installing the front fascia. Finally. Looking good, looking good. Okay, we're just about done. That was about a good 9-hour job. But it looks awesome. Okay, here we go with initial startup. Hit it. Sounds good. Quiet. Good, idle's fine. No warning lights. Check on that coolant. Okay, coolant flowing? Yeah, that's good. Flowing great.